Alright, what's up everybody? It's your boy Jobbers and Goons, and today, again, we're adding another layer to the Goon cinematic universe. Yesterday, we dropped Marvel villains in the Goon cinematic universe. Before that was Reverse Flash. Today, it's just DC villains chasing the bag. Some of the best DC villain Goon moments on the channel so far will be in this video. If you like content like this, make sure to run the likes up, hit subscribe. We're on the road to 20K currently. And if you want to see your favorite character on this channel or my second channel, the Coffee Shop, make sure to hit me up on Discord. Prices are half off. Plus, if you get 2 videos, you get 1 for free. So definitely hit me up. But anyways, guys, I won't waste your time too much on this. This is going to be best of the best for DC villains so far on my channel, and I want you guys to enjoy it. So without further ado, this is DC Villains in the Goon Cinematic Universe. Sit back, relax, enjoy, and let's begin. Alright, what's up everybody? It's your boy Jobbers and Goons, and today we are covering one of the most featured Goons in recent comic memory, the Batman Who Laughs. If you want to see a part 2 to this video, smash the like button. Let's get it over 500 likes and I will slot part 2. If you want to see your favorite character featured on this channel or on my second channel, the Coffee Shop, hit me up on Discord, and if you use the discount code Gannon, you can get each video for only $30 instead of $50. So definitely hit me up if you are interested. But anyways, getting back to this, I have started a new thing where I do title wars, where for most of my upcoming Goon and Jobber videos, I'll ask people to name the video or title it in my community tab. Funniest name I go with. Shout out to Idlemage for winning this time. He said, Batman Who Laughs being the most overused character for X minutes. Absolutely true. Even if you're a fan of the character, they milked the shit out of him. And personally, for me, I'm naming this video Batman Who Laughs Ruining a Good Plot for X amount of minutes. I hope you guys enjoy. And without further ado, let's begin. So first Goon moment we're going to talk about for Batman Who Laughs, because whether you like him or not, he's a goon personified, like, no doubt. First moment, one of his break-ins, right? If you don't know, Batman Who Laughs, who's in basically a dark multiversal amalgamation of Batman and Joker, wild as shit. And he will go wherever he wants, pull up on whoever he wants, all that. He managed, alongside his, band of evil Robins, little super gremlins, he broke into the Oblivion bar and wreaked havoc. Now, this is why this moment's insane. The Oblivion bar is a pocket dimension, like, magic bar with extreme security and very obscure, yet was broken into pretty easily and jokingly by the cosmic troll Batman Who Laughs. So definitely a Goon moment. Next, the time he gets into an exchange with Batman and Loki had him sweaty as fuck off rip. So while he and Batman are throwing hands, as you know, Batman Who Laughs does not give a shit. He's constantly trolling, scaring people, pissing them off. And as he's going back and forth with Batman, immediately Batman in his head is like, oh shit, this dude I'm fighting, this dark version of me or whatever, he's faster than me. He's like off rip. I can already tell he's way quicker than me. I gotta try to outmuscle him, try to use power, all that. So the fact that just with his juke moves and ankle breakers, he had main universe Batman worried about tagging him, that's absolutely insane. So shout out to the athleticism in the Goon moment for Batman Who Laughs. Next, we have the time Batman Who Laughs, prior to becoming, his Batman Who Laughs form, got into it with Joker. Now, here's the difference. This is on Earth 22. Here's the difference between him and mainline Batman, right? This version of Batman got right to fucking business. Like, he goes up against Joker. Joker's taking shit way too far. And instead of fighting with him, you know, having a good scrap, using some gadgets, catching him at the end of the day, and putting him in the asylum just for him to break out in a little bit and absolutely no good to come of it, this Batman handles his business. In fact, he beats the shit out of Joker to the point that he puts him on a t-shirt with his bare hands, as a result leading to him eventually becoming the Batman Who Laughs. But the fact that he handled the business and got Joker out of here early for being a bitch, definitely shout out to him for handling his business. This next moment is basically an off-panel, high-tier goon moment for Batman Who Laughs, and you'll see if we get the part 2. And again, W's in the live chat, by the way, for this, what's about to happen, but also smash the like button, 500 likes again if you want to see the part 2. But in this off-panel moment, when you see from the off-panel goat Batman Who Laughs, he leads his team of Robins and evil Robinized army against characters that consist of like supervillains and even high tiers like Spectre. That's right. Batman Who Laughs managed to lead the squad against beings like Spectre and clutch the W, which is absolutely insane. And when you're about to see in a few moments, it's not inconsistent either. He's done it before. Now, next moment to kind of solidify what I just talked about is him embarrassing and ruining the career of Phantom Stranger. Just kidding. Can't really ruin it because everybody thinks he's a jobber anyway. He's like the living tribunal of his circle. But getting back to this, that's a conversation for another day. Phantom Stranger ran into Batman Who Laughs, right? Now, Phantom Stranger, being someone who operates for God and for the purpose of God, is supposed to be pretty strong cosmologically. However, he ran into Batman Who Laughs, who was like, yo, bitch, bow down. Folded him and was like, yo, I just need you to know this because I'm disrespecting your whole career. That trap I'm using on you, that's folding you currently, that's the same trap I used to fold that bitch you call a homie named Spectre. So I'm basically bodying everybody that runs in your little cosmological crew. So yeah, you're a bitch. And just folds Phantom Stranger with what he used to body Spectre, which is very disrespectful and deserved its own moment. Another moment in which Batman Who Laughs proves he's a goon with the hands is an encounter with the Talons. Now, if you don't know, Talons typically in the Batman universe are like damn near Batman tier threats. At the very least, Bat Family tier threats. Just one or two of them alone. And multiple Talons pull up on Batman Who Laughs. And he's like, yo, I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm not like the other Batman, bitch. You could definitely get this fucking work. And he proceeds to t-shirt and body bag multiple Talons by himself. That's right. Like he's literally a matchup nightmare for Talons, who, like I said, are menaces to even the Bat Family. So shout out to Batman Who Laughs for letting it be known early that he's not the one to mess with. Now, next, we have, something that really captures how horrible it is to beef with Batman Who Laughs, because essentially a lot of times his ops get done dirty off panel or by someone that works for him, not even him himself. That's the worst part. Let me give a good example. So he needed the Teen Titans and the Suicide Squad bodied. Luckily, both were hanging out at the same time, superhero team-up shit. That's real cool. However, all that cute team-up shit got them really boloed because the team of multiple Batman Who Laughs Goblin Robins, I call them Goblin Robins because it's a bar. But anyways, they pull up, right? The little Robins, and they're like, yo, fuck y'all. And they slide immediately and body both teams. That's right. His off-screen teams and his little homies that he sends out, they body entire teams. And it was definitely a goon moment. Now, one of the worst things about dealing with Batman Who Laughs as a goon is that he has so much bullshit on his side. That's why I say he ruins a good plot. Because, like, dude, you don't know what he's going to bring to the table. It's worse than Deadpool. Because at least Deadpool does his own shit. Usually he's trolling. But Batman Who Laughs is literally on a cosmic chaos run. So, getting back to this, a good example of this, his cards he carries, right? He literally has cards that when he plays them and uses them, they quite literally can alter reality due to their properties, their dark properties, and they can manipulate events, all that, and are a complete game changer. And the fact that he's just casually carrying these cards around and will whip them out on like any op he runs into, and he's like, yeah, bitch, you can get to work with these. It's absolutely crazy, and it makes him an absolute menace to deal with. Another example of, you know, the disgusting hacks he brings, the disgusting ways he has to cheat in fights and ruin the plot. He has the literal guidebook to multiversity, aka he has a guide to the multiverse and how to beat everything in it. That's right. This bitch is literally, that's why a lot of people don't like him. I know he has a lot of fans, and by the way, if you're a fan, smash the like button, and if you're a fan of me, hit it as well. And let me know in the live chat right now if you're a fan of his or not. You could be a fan of the video, of course, but let me know if you're a fan of him in particular. But yeah, he has the literal guidebook to everything, and that's why it's so easy for him to go on and troll them, which is absolutely ridiculous. Now, final moment, and again, hit the like button, subscribe, all that if you haven't already, for a part 2, 500 likes. W's in the live chat, by the way, if you are here watching the live premiere. This moment that we're about to talk about is hilarious because it's absolutely brutal. It's a rest in piss moment. I haven't said rest in piss this video, I don't think, so gotta get one off. So, in this moment, of course, Batman's gone crazy in his verse due to his encounter with Joker, like I brought up previously. And as a result, he pulls up on his own version of the Bat family, like Red Hood, Robin, Nightwing, all that. Folds them. Absolutely butchers them and folds them on his way to becoming one of the biggest villains and goons in the multiverse. Took out his own Bat family. It was absolutely brutal, but oh no, rest in piss, the Bat family. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been fun making this video. I know he's a super overused character, but nonetheless, he has some crazy moments, so shout out to them. And again, you want that part 2, run the likes up. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. And check out the coffee shop as well, my second channel, where I should be posting Nihilus vs. Baragon either today or tomorrow. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Peace. Before we get into the absolute chaos that is this Joker vibing in the trenches Goon video, make sure to run the likes up if you want to see Joker return, if you like him in this video. Let's hit about 700 likes, and I will bring Joker back for part 2. I know y'all can hit it, because you love absolute chaos in tier 4 threat goons. Because I know you guys have a feeling of how much of a goon Joker is, but I'm still going to bring the fire regardless tonight. And real quick, if you guys like the content I make here or on my second channel, The Coffee Shop, which includes comics, Star Wars, and some manga and stuff like that, definitely join my Discord. Absolutely free to join my server. As long as you're chill, you can stay there. But yeah, we talk about stuff all the time, and I'd love to hear you guys' opinion on upcoming topics and things like Star Wars and comics. But yeah, just wanted to plug that real quick and let you people know. But anyways, this is a video dedicated to some parts of it are just personally what I think are some of the funniest moments from Joker in comics. Other parts are some of the wildest and like most messed up stuff he's done. Of course, I don't use every moment in this video because there's going to be more. So definitely run the likes up to get more. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this. Settle in, relax, and without further ado, let's begin. So, first moment we're going to talk about is the time Batman and Robin hella guessed it going to court with Joker. So first thing you guys need to understand that you will learn in this video is that when it comes to the legal system, Joker is the GOAT. Knows how to manipulate it, buy it out, work it in his favor, all this shit, right? He's beefing with Batman. He's like, yo, I'm the jury and the executioner, dummy. Don't beef. Batman pulls up. He's getting charged in court. When he gets to court, he realizes literally everybody in there, from the judge to the jury, are Jokers. They've all been turned to Joker. Batman's like, damn, like he literally is the jury and executioner. He got everybody. Joker's like, yeah, dummy. Later on, Joker proceeds to trap him when Batman and Robin try to run up, and Batman's like, damn, I just realized he played us its entire way. Yeah, don't mess with Joker. Joker's one of the realest when it comes to plotting in the trenches. Now, this moment is comedy because it makes you realize why he takes it so far all the time. So, this is a classic moment in which Wonder Woman ran up on Joker, right? And she's like, yo, now that I got your dumb ass here, your scheming ass, I'm going to catch you with my lasso of truth, which, if y'all didn't know, makes everybody tell the truth. And she's like, you're going to tell us what your beef is, who you are, all this. She gets him with the lasso, starts asking him questions, right? He goes, I don't have to answer shit, goofy, and just takes it off. And she's like, what are you talking about? Everybody is compelled to tell the truth. First of all, Joker dropped some big words here. Shout out to Big Word Gang. He goes, yo, that presupposes the idea that I know the difference between falsehoods and the truth. I don't, bitch. I'm just vibing. So, literally, Joker doesn't know what's real, what's fake. He's just out here doing his thing, dog. It doesn't matter. What's real to him is what he's trying to do right now. The truth doesn't matter. It's whatever Joker needs it to be at the moment. That's how he feels, and it's a godly moment. Next, the time Batman ran up, and Joker had to vibe check him with mustard, yo. Have y'all ever gotten pressed and had to use ketchup or mustard to spray down an op? Let me know in the comment section if that's happened to you. But yeah, no, Batman ran up on Joker, right, who was currently using a scheme that involved dressing someone up and making them look like him just so he can get away, stuff like this. Batman runs up. Joker's not having it. Sprays him in the face with mustard immediately. 99 speed, hits his bitch ass, right? He's like, leave me alone, goofy. Runs off on the plug, right? Batman's like, oh shit, I need to get this out of my face. I need to go chase him. The boy's dangerous. Meanwhile, Robin's freeing the guy that Joker was fucking with. And then Batman runs down on Joker again, right? And Joker in front of everybody is like, yo, chill. I'm a reputable attorney, my G. Back up. And like just immediately tries to flip the script, be like, yo, chill. I'm a rightful attorney. Like, you need to relax. Batman was like, yo, cut that shit out. But just the fact that Joker's always pulling shit like that, like trying to convince you he's some good shit, is comedy. Next, it's just a couple moments that really define his character and are like pointed to as big factors to his character that are hilarious when you actually think about it. In this moment, it's from statements that, like, alright, I'll just straight up say it. It says he's an average athlete, right? Like, you're like, okay, so he shouldn't really be able to do anything. But then it says he has basically superhuman strength when he's in the heat of battle madness. Basically, when Joker's in the trenches, he convinces himself that he's on the level of Batman, and he's so crazy that he becomes the level of Batman. So basically, when he's trying to turn up, he's like, get out my face, Batman. Like, bitch, I'm just as good as you. And starts swinging, and the fact that he's willing to just vibe like that in the trenches gives him the ability to match Batman, which is hilarious because that makes no fucking sense. Next is the fact that he's considered the best madman and mass murderer in existence. Think about characters that have done these things in the verse. Luther, we've had Darkseid, Trigon would count, a whole bunch of shit. And Joker's still the GOAT. That's nuts in terms of clout for being a goon. Next, we got to talk about some dark shit he did with some wine, okay? Every once in a while, Joker has to let loose on the city and vibe check people and kill civilians. It is what it is. Shit happens. Well, some of the ways he does this is mad creative because, of course, characters like Batman are constantly trying to stop him and kill his vibe. So, he made a wine, right? Except, this wasn't normal wine. When you drank it, eventually, you literally blow up. So, he had random dudes that, like, if you read the comic, they're, like, depressed, random dudes that are kind of depressed about real-life shit. They just blow up on the sidewalk. And they try to list it as suicides. They're like, oh, these people are miserable. Maybe they're trying to get some insurance money. And Joker's like, or Batman's like, no, this is clearly some wild-ass Joker scheme. But yeah, he was just making wine to blow people up. That's ridiculous. Next moment, the time he just had the chat with the readers, you know? So I think this was DC Challenge. And at one point, Joker's like, yo, readers, relax. Let me tell you what's going to happen on page 3. And he starts talking to the readers about like what's going on, what to expect in the upcoming pages, his opinion on it, all this stuff, the fact that he's aware of it. He also then explains that all this shit he's talking about is like different planes of existence and reality. So Joker's doing extra dimensional shit while talking to the readers. It's like just layers of bullshit that he's doing in one panel. That's ridiculous. Next, the vibe check that he has built into his goons. So, of course, when you live in the high-stakes, crazy-ass life that Joker lives in, you gotta be prepared to take it there. Of course, we know the boy takes it there. But this includes with your own gang, right? Well, some of his members and associates snitched. You know, it is what it is. They'll tell on him. They'll try to get away. They'll try to betray him. The streets ain't loyal, bottom line. Joker's aware of this, and he tells this lady, he's like, yo, I have this hypnotism, this suggestion, that if an op betrays me, or if one of my homies betrays me and becomes an op, they die. And we see this dude literally instantly die for being a narc, like for being the feds. Joker doesn't fuck with that. Don't try to play him in the trenches. You'll end up on a t-shirt like this poor bastard did. Next, this is a badass moment I haven't seen many people talk about on YouTube, but it's the time basically Joker becomes God when he's chilling with Stranger and Superman in order to save reality. So they were going up against this God whose realm was literally made of madness itself, like the idea of madness beyond logic entirely. That's what this realm was composed of. Superman goes in there, instantly turns mad, right? He's going crazy. Stranger's there as well as Joker, and Joker's like, yo, why is Superman spazzing? And Stranger's like, yo, this realm's like, it defies logic. It's pure madness. The dude here can take over the universe, the multiverse even, and take over reality and usurp it and bring it into the madness. And Joker's like, damn, that's crazy. Starts fighting with Superman, right? Pushes him off him, and he's surviving in this fight with Superman. Of course, Joker standing in the pocket and throwing bungalows at Superman should be a sign of weird shit. This is when we find out via Stranger that Joker's so crazy in this like archetypal madness realm, he can become God if he wants to. And Stranger's like, yo, just ball out, save reality, and get us out of here. And Joker's like, I don't really fuck with y'all like that, but this is my universe, so I'll save that shit. I'll be a beast, even though I didn't know. And Stranger's like warning him, like, you'll basically be a god of madness. You'll be going up against a god. And you see Joker be like, bro, I don't give a shit. Like, they can run the hands. And yeah, he turns up in this archetypal realm of madness. Next, the time he gave the cops and Batman, like, he let them know he was going to put somebody on a t-shirt, right? He's like, I think the guy's name was Francis. He's like, just so y'all know, you have several hours to try to stop me from folding Francis. But I'm folding him regardless, bitch. And so Batman and the police, they went to the house. They were there for hours. They searched everything. They had hella prep. This includes Batman, remember that. Doesn't matter. Francis gets stretched anyway. Rest in peace, Francis. F in the chat for Francis. Yeah, Joker, if he wants to stretch you, man, not even Batman would prep stop at that. Like, Joker's on your ass. He's going to take care of you for sure. This one, hit the like button. I mean, it's iconic. Everybody knows it. You definitely got to run the likes up for this one. Jason Todd getting put in the blender by Joker. And while Joker was beating Robin to death, he was like, yo, this hurts you way more than me, bitch. And it's just folding him. Batman couldn't save him. On top of this, Todd died because there was like a rigged phone call thing going on with the fan votes to kill a Robin to spice up sales. So yeah, he got done dirty by Joker as a kid, and he got done dirty by the system. Goon moment for sure by Joker with the help of the audience. Next, this is disgusting. I remember reading this when I was younger and being like, man, I wonder if this is real. So basically, it's just another typical day torturing Batman. You know the vibes with Joker. And this sequence included tying down Batman, keeping his eyes screwed open, and making him watch the Bat family, or at least make him think he's watching the Bat family, which includes the kids, like Robin's, his own son, like all these characters. They're getting their faces skinned off and peeled off by the Joker to be revealed at the dinner table. That's disgusting. That's not hygienic at all. But the fact he had Batman thinking like these kids are getting skinned alive in front of him was horrible, and that's such a Goon moment. Yeah, as you can tell, we're getting in the darker side. Fuck it. We're here. You want to watch Joker content? You're going to see the dark shit he does. Everybody can get the work from him. So this moment, with that being said, is the time, as you know, he doesn't really fuck with the Gordons. You're going to see a couple Gordon family L's here. And this, this is the family that includes the police commissioner, James Gordon. Very famous character. Anyways, Joker runs into one of the Gordons, right? Takes the baby. He has the baby in his hand, puts a gun to its head, and he's like, yo, do you want this baby to get folded? And he was like, you know what? I'm just kidding. It's just a prank, bro. Never mind. Throws the baby back to his mother and was like, Merry Christmas. Then pops the baby. Puts the baby on a t-shirt. It doesn't matter. Ops and op. Anyone can get it when you're beefing with Big Joker. Next, speaking of embarrassing ops and doing them the dirtiest, let's talk about what he did to Big Barbara, right? Pulled up to Barbara's house and was like, what's up, bitch? Pop. We see him just shoot her point blank, right? And while she's on the floor, paralyzed, Joker's like, yo, I know you really wanted to go to this event, but sorry to tell you this event doesn't have room for the handicapped, bitch. And then he's like making fun of her for being paralyzed. Then he starts stripping her down and taking pictures of her. Man, top tier, horrible Goon in the trenches. You don't want to beef with Joker. Joker takes it there 12 times out of 10. It's disgusting. But yeah, like I said, Joker is a savage. Next, this is a time, y'all been seeing this bad side of Joker. Let's talk about the time he took a stand, right? And this had to do with Nazis. He's talking to a big-ass Nazi, and he's like, oh, shit. I didn't realize I was working with a Nazi. And the dude's like, yo. Of course, Red Skull vibes. He's like, yo. And this was logical. He's like, I've seen your rap sheet. Like, you do horrible shit. You blow kids up. You beat women. You kill civilians. All this shit. You have beef with me because I'm a Nazi? And Joker goes, yo. I might be a psychopath, but I'm an American psychopath, and proceeds to pull up on him. Just the fact that Joker thought he was really taking a stand here is comedy. Now, for the last moment, of course, it's about to get real. Hit the like button if you haven't already, because this is absurd. Joker was beefing with someone, right? And they thought they got the drop on him. If you think you got the drop on Joker, you're probably about to get fucked up. Just newsflash. But anyways, they were pressing him, right? They're like, yo, we got the drop on you here. There ain't shit you can do. This and that. It's like, yo, you don't want beef with me for real, Joker? Because I'll take it there. I'm really him. I'm built like that. Joker goes, yeah? Well, I'll drop you like a school full of children. Dude's like, what? Suddenly, you see the school they're next to, full of children, blow up. As Joker sent the message, yo, anyone can get it when you beef with Big Joker. That's right. Folded all those kids to send a message to his ops. That's how you do it. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of Joker and if you want to see a part 2 and what was your favorite moment in this video. Let me know in the comment section down below, as well as let me know what moment you want to see in part 2. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, Happy New Year's. Make sure to check out my second channel, The Coffee Shop. I just dropped a Grievous video over there. But yeah, anyways, it's been your boy Jobbers and Goons, and I'll see y'all later. Peace. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jobbers and Goons, and today we have a fun video because, of course, we're covering one of the biggest menaces in all the comic books, Lex Luthor, one of the OG ops in all the comics, and the main hater of Superman. If you love content like this and want to see a part 2 for Lex Luthor, because the dude has 10,000 moments, smash the like button. Let's run it up past 500 to get it eligible for that next edition. Or you could simply purchase the next edition. Code for the week is Luthor. Use that and you can get a video for 30. But you could also purchase tier list and blitz battles on the other channel for only 20. Hit me up on Discord to talk business. But getting back to this, I hope you guys enjoy this. This is going to be several moments where that boy Lex Luthor was no hair, all vibes. Hope you guys enjoy, and without further ado, let's begin. So if you don't know who Lex Luthor is, he's a bald dude with alopecia and a shit ton of money, and happens to be one of the smartest people in the multiverse in DC Comics. Constantly has a hate boner for Superman, and overall is hilarious. So first moment we're going to talk about is when he actually flexed mad hard on Batman. So while Bruce was talking to Lex, and sorry if my voice sounds funny, I have horrible allergies, but these two are going back and forth, basically talking about a partnership between their corporations. And at one point, Lex feels like he's being bullshitted, right? And he goes, yo, real shit, let's cut to the chase. I know you don't like being led on either, because you're Batman. And Bruce was like, yo, if that's your way of getting me interested in the conversation, you win, because holy shit. But yeah, he completely flexed on Batman and stole his drip right there by getting the drop on him with the knowledge. Next moment to talk about, and you'll be seeing a lot of this throwback moments, but this was way back in the day when Lex Luthor was on one of his many rampages to destroy Superman. Gets the drop on not only Superman, but multiple of his homeboys. And it's like, yo, guess what? I turned your boy Flash and all your other homies into kids, and I put them on a t-shirt. I'm going to do you the same. And you see him just rocking Kid Superman. Yes, that's right. He turned his ops into children and beefed with children. Why? Because obviously it's way easier to beat the shit out of a kid than it is an adult. So yeah, he beefed with ops that were easier. That's right. He's trying to run up the W's. Don't be mad at the man. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. But yeah, this moment was pure comedy, as is most throwback comic moments. Now, this moment is really messed up, while at the same time proves he's honestly a candidate for tier 4 candidate. Hall of Fame Goon status, you know? And with that in mind, let's talk about when he cured a little girl's disease. Now, the reason this was crazy is, one, obviously it's amazing that he's saving a kid's life. But two, by the way, this video low-key makes it seem like he hates children. It's hilarious. He's curing a disease that's considered incurable. So quite literally, because he's so damn smart, he's able to cure this girl, right? He cures her. Everybody's celebrating. but the celebration's ruined when Big Lex takes the cure back. Girl starts getting folded again. They're like, Lex, what the hell are you doing? He's like, yo, Lex giveth, Lex taketh, bitch. And he's like, yo, if you want this shit, kill Superman. You know who I want? Give me the blood, you get this shit. And I was like, bro, doing that to a kid is crazy. But of course, Lex is here for it. Now, this next moment is a conflict between Lex and Brainiac. If y'all don't know, Brainiac is one of the most annoying people to beef with in all of DC because of how damn smart he is. Literally, he's on an extra dimensional, higher level wave of thinking, right? Shit is treacherous. So, Brainiac and Lex get into it, right? This is the craziest part. Brainiac's basically a living computer on steroids and crack and meth and all the above, right? He's got all the amps. And he's going back and forth with Lex. Lex Luthor is literally holding his own with Brainiac in a hack-off and is beating him in the trenches, out-hacking him. This is absolutely insane and a god-tier moment from Lex. To follow up on the hacking moves he made, the juke moves he made in the hacking trenches, he proceeds to fold Brainiac. That's right, while going back and forth, Luthor's like, you know what? I'm sick of your shit. I literally beef with the character with the strongest plot armor in comics. I don't give a shit about you. This man Lex literally pulled up on Brainiac and grabbed him by his little tiny weak ass head and snapped his neck. That's right. Luthor is an absolute bully in the trenches. Funniest part was while he was doing this, Luthor mentions how at some point Brainiac had gotten the drop on him and tried to style on him, and for that he had to take this fat ass L. I thought that was hilarious. Now, moving on to the next moment, Lex flexes mad hard on his main op. Let me tell you how he did this. Now, obviously, Superman has hella ops. No doubt about it. In fact, if you want to, shameless plug, purchase a Superman Rogue Gallery tier list video, do so by hitting me up on Discord. But getting back to this, after that beautiful plug, we see Doomsday pull up. One of the biggest ops to Superman. Arguably the one that scares him the most. And we see Luthor pull up on Doomsday and punch him in his shit. He's like, yo, Superman, go handle what you need to do. I'm going to throw hands with this bum. And everybody shook because they're like, yo, Lex is like the biggest douche on Earth. Why would he be helping us? Like, why would he be fighting Doomsday? So he had them shook just with the idea of him potentially betraying them in that moment, which is hilarious to think about. We see in this moment next a hilarious Luthor clowning on Ops moment. So Luthor used a bot to basically, he tricked Grodd into biting off the head of a bot. Made him think that shit was human, right? And what this did was allow him to actually literally hack the mind of Grodd. That's right, he was quite literally mind hacking him. Not with any kind of superhuman abilities, but literally hacking his brain and shit. And while he's doing this insane feat, by the way, we need to see a blitz battle with Lex Luthor. Let me know in the comment section if y'all believe that's true. But anyways, getting back to this, he's like, yo, has anyone else kept score? And they're like, what are you talking about? He's like, ain't y'all seen how bad I've styled on Brainiac and Grodd? Aren't they supposed to be big-brained? Isn't that like top tier brain gang? Why am I shitting on them? And I was like, that's fair. Talk your shit. And he definitely was. Now, this next moment was a vibe check from Pre-Crisis. As you're going to see, Luthor from Pre-Crisis is absolutely ruthless. So he pulls up on Superboy. Superboy is completely depowered, right? So that means he has to be a man just like the rest of us. And Luthor is fully aware of this. And when he pulls up on Superboy, he's like, yo, you dumb bitch, shut your mouth. And rocks him. Hits him with a solid ass hook. This was hilarious because when he rocked him, he called him a bum. And he literally knocked him out. Like he had that boy on ice with just one hit. Shout out to Luthor with the heavy hands in this moment. Now, next after this vibe check he delivered to Superboy, there's the moment with Superman, right? Superman gets depowered and Luthor was like, yo, I peeped how you don't have any power right now. And he was like, for years, you've literally only clutched W's on me because of plot armor and your dumbass strength and physical gifts. And he's like, that shit is out of the way now. It's going to come down to who wants it more. And with that in mind, he swings on Superman. I'm talking about throwing straight up bungalows. At this point, he rocks Superman so hard that Superman's like, oh shit, he literally might kill me barehanded and by punching me if I don't do something about this. What makes it worse for Superman is he literally got a black eye instantly. That's right, Luthor was applying pressure in the trenches and beating the shit out of Superman because finally Superman couldn't weight bully him with all that stupid ass super strength. Now, next in these final moments from Luthor are hilarious and they have to do with like tech and stuff like that. If you didn't know this, Luthor's god tier at making random shit, right? He's in jail. And with literally devices found in his cell that are just normal everyday shit. In the hands of this Luthor, he designed and created a time machine ray. That's right, with literally random shit in his bathroom. Well, pause, not actual shit. You know what I mean. God damn it, it's his cell, not the bathroom. Looks like shit anyway, to be honest. But getting back to this, the boy's locked up, and he takes random items, makes a time machine ray to try to get out and cause chaos. It was absolutely insane, and it's actually, if you see my Reverse Flash videos, some shit Reverse Flash would do. But yeah, shout out to him for turning random objects in his cell to a time machine ray. That's insane. Finally, and smash the like button if you haven't already, the boy Luthor makes another insane invention now. This one, it was hilarious because he pulls up on Superman and he's like, yo, Superman, I've been looking for ways to pop your bitch ass. And when he pulls up on Superman, he shoots him immediately. He blasted him and literally sent him flying to the sun. Literally BFR'd Superman instantly to the sun. And when he did that shit, he's like, yo, this is like the best 5 racks I've ever spent. Like, I've never spent a better 5,000 in my life. This shit's a layup. And I was like, damn, way to style on that boy Superman with just a budget, you know? But shout out to my boy because he also has billions. I don't know why he would only budget. But anyways, guys, that's it for funny ass Lex Luthor Goon moments. What do you guys think of him? What tier do you think he is? I'd probably say he's a 4. And if you want to see part 2, you can either hit the like goal or you can purchase it with the code Luthor down below. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been your boy Jobbers and Goons. Make sure to check out my second channel, The Coffee Shop, and I'll see y'all later. Peace. Alright, so I saw Batman. It was a banger in my opinion. If you disagree, that's all good, but I thought it was lit. One of my favorite characters and portrayals in the film was Penguin. And as I'm watching the film, I'm like, yo, I genuinely don't feel like Penguin gets enough love in general. So I was inspired to go ahead and make this Penguin Goon video. If you love videos like this, run the likes up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on the notification bells. And let's go for about 500 for part 2. So 500 likes, we'll go for a part 2 of this. But yeah, these are the funniest moments throughout the history for Penguin and like some of his biggest Goon moments. As well as if you want to see your favorite character on any of my series or see a matchup on my second channel, the coffee shop, you can actually use the code when you hit me up on Discord. We did recently have someone, again, purchase multiple videos. Code will be Ganon, short for Ganondorf, or however the hell you pronounce it. $30 a video. So if you hit me up, use that code. It is redeemable until Monday at midnight. So definitely hit me up if you're interested in that. But anyways, without further ado, let's get to this penguin video. I hope you guys enjoy, and let's begin. So first is how dirty he did one op for laughing at him, right? So Penguin, obviously, because of the way he physically looks, he's small, he's deformed, all these things. He's been joked his whole life. He's had people make fun of him his whole life and bully him his whole life. He grew up a savage because people kept testing him and kept doing stupid shit like making fun of him and laughing at him. So by the time he's adult and he's really the big stepper, like he's one of the top gangsters in one of the toughest cities in comics, he eventually, you know, stepping to him's crazy. And this one dude disrespects him, comes to say sorry, and Penguin's like, yo, real talk, I've already killed basically every member of your family. They either had assisted suicide, straight up died, or had a freak accident, or were murdered. Everybody got away with it. No one can prove anything. Nothing can be tied together. We've made, like, financial liens on you. You've lost your job. All this shit. He's like, yo, within the next 2 months, like, your life's over. Sure enough, a couple months later, homie kills himself. That's right. He got bullied and folded over time by Penguin so bad because he laughed at Penguin. Literally, that's it. He laughed at Penguin, got folded like that for 2 months after getting folded. So, yeah, definitely a goon moment for the boy Penguin. Next, prom night vengeance for my dog, young Penguin. So, Penguin was made fun of by these 3 girls, right? And he's like, y'all some bitches. I'm going to get my shit back later, though. Like, y'all can have your laugh now, but I'm going to get you back later. And so, sure enough, the night of the big dance, when those 3 were coming in, Penguin was like, what's up, bitches? And he was hiding. He let loose multiple birds that he had trained to be vicious, and they folded the girls. I'm talking, they were tearing these young hoes apart, like ripping them to pieces, all that shit. It was graphic. And that boy Penguin was like, yeah, bitches, don't make fun of me again, dummy. And I was like, damn, even young Penguin is with it. But again, like I said, he was constantly getting pressed. He had to get his respect, and more importantly, get his revenge. Now, this moment, again, run the likes up if you haven't already, for my boy Oswald. This was a point in his childhood where, classic times, Penguin's getting the shit kicked out of him, right? Bullies hawk him down, make fun of him, beat the shit out of him. Penguin's like, yo, damn that, I'm tired of getting my ass beat. I'm gonna do something about this. My boy Penguin hits the training art like a savage. I'm talking about he was learning martial arts, hitting weights, all that. Next time he got pulled up on, he's like, stupid bitch, run the hands then. It's Big Penguin. Bops the shit out of the bully. Beats the hell out of them. Shout out to my dog Penguin for literally folding his bullies after going through a training arc just to get back at them. It was god tier. I mean, it's so hard to root against Penguin. Like, Penguin's a savage. Next, this was an encounter between Batman and Penguin in which basically Penguin had done some hood rat shit, no surprise, and Batman was trying to pin him on it. Like, so he pulls up on him and he's like, yo, I know you did this shit. He's going over it, going back and forth with Penguin. Penguin's implying it was him, like beating around the bush, but he's not quite admitting it. And then eventually Batman's like, yo, you know you did it, just admit it, bitch, me and you both know. And Penguin's like, I don't give a shit if we both know, because guess what, dummy? You're not going to go to court and swear under your real name that I did it, so shut your mouth. And Penguin gets out of it by finessing Batman, by basically bullying him on, like, what was admissible and not. It was hilarious. Next, we see, basically, in an introduction that, you know, where Penguin's ordering shit to get stolen that is, like, high tier in the verse in terms of being dangerous to steal, but he wants it to get to his mom. So he doesn't give a damn. We're seeing him making all these plays, getting people slaughtered, shot at, killed, all this shit robbed. And he's like, yo, people only move like this because I'm Big Penguin, because I'm mean, and I got money and power. He was like, if I wasn't a savage like this, if I wasn't moving like this, nobody would respect me. He's like, it's not about how you look, it's about how you move. And everybody knows Penguin moves like a G. So yeah, he was like vibe checking people, having major heists pulled off casually. Because he's Big Penguin and he moves like that. Next, we have the moment that like this dude was messing with him, right? And he comes in to apologize to Penguin. And he's like, oh, Penguin, I would never want to, you know, offend someone of your stature. And then he sees how Penguin really looks. He's like, oh, shit. And Penguin's, again, you know, don't leave your don't beef with Penguin if he got family. That's all I'm going to say. F in the live chat for this guy for pissing off Penguin when he has family. This Penguin's like, yo, I think we already killed your sister. I know we've killed multiple relatives. I know you don't have a job anymore. I know you're hurting on money now because of us. Matter of fact, we just killed like 2 more of your friends the other day. We took out your neighbor, by the way. All this shit. He's like, your life sucks now because you chose to piss me off that one day. By the way, I gotta go because it's the weekend, but like, I'll see you. Peace. And just dips. Basically tells this guy and horrifies him as he's breaking down how he basically ruined his life and everybody that even cares about the guy. And then just dips. He's like, yeah, I don't need to do this piece. And is out. Absolutely savage of a moment. We see next an encounter between Batman and Penguin that was interesting, right? So Batman runs up in his shit and he's like, yo, we need to talk. And he's going back and forth with Penguin, right? And he's telling Penguin, he's like, yo, if you see this, hear about this, do that. He's like, you report to me. And Penguin's like, yo, like, I need you to understand, you're trying to tell me what to do in my club. That's not how shit works. And Batman's like, yes it is, bitch, and dips. And Penguin's like, yo, I've always had to get it out the mud. People like Batman have always had power. It's just different, dog. Now that Penguin's at power, he just feels like it's different. Because they didn't have to be at the low points like he was. Which is pretty... Actually examine his childhood. Oh, man. So, if you didn't know that this was a vibe... One of the best vibe checks. So, if you didn't know, Cobblepot's dad hated him, right? He's like, he's a deformed, ugly child. A reminder of his failure. As a father, he's like, yo, I don't ever want to see Penguin. I don't want him to be around us. All this shit. And Penguin's creepy. He's creepy. He's creepy about his mother, too. And so, eventually, you know, Penguin does have brothers and all that. They were bigger, more athletic, good looking, all this shit. Eventually, all their lucks start changing, right? And then his dad's dying one day. And his mom's like, yo, go upstairs, make sure your dad eats and stuff. Be a good boy. Penguin goes up there, sees his dying dad, and is like, what's up, bitch? Takes his sandwich and eats it himself. God tier troll. As he said, rest in piss, Pops. Thanks for hating on me. Oh, no. Rest in piss, Mr. Cobblepot. We won't miss him. Shout out to Team Penguin. W in the live chat for Kid Penguin getting his respect. Next, following up with this moment, we're going to talk about the time that Penguin, and you know, this is the final moment, so again, you know, hit the like button if you haven't already, and if we hit 500, I'll drop part 2, because I have so much material. Penguin folded his whole family, that's right, his brothers always made fun of him, bullied him, he was supposed to take care of them, his dad made fun of him, all this shit, right, gets bullied, beaten by them, shit like that. Eventually, he poisons his brother because he used to have to take food to his brother after football practice. So he puts poison in the food, kills him. The other brother, there's like an accident, lets him die. Cobblepot was there and he's like, nah, die, bitch. Forget how the other one goes out. I think it's another accident or led, like basically assisted murder slash suicide. And then finally with the dad, he died. Cobblepot, as a kid, was orchestrating the chaos and murder of his whole family for making fun of him. That's right, you can make fun of him for looking like the Penguin, but the Penguin's gonna win in the end, bitch. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're a Cobblepot fan, show some love in the comment section down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Stay tuned for Nihilus vs. Bargun. That'll be up on Coffee Shop later. Hopefully tonight. I'll be working on it with my new software. So let me know what you think of that. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy Jobbers and Goons. And I'll see y'all later. Peace. Alright, so I'm recording a bunch of videos today in hopes to kind of catch up to the slower pace I've had recently due to real life shit. So one of the videos I'm covering today is a Goon video on one of the more slept on villains in DC Comics, and that is Amazo, one of the greatest chain snatchers you'll see in fiction. Today we're going to celebrate the moments in which he has pulled off amazing chain snatch moments. If you want to see your favorite character on the Goon or Jobber series, or if you want to see them in the Beef series or Worst Places to Live, hit me up on Discord and we can discuss purchasing a video and prices. And also run the likes up. 500 to 600 likes, I'll bring Amazo back. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy this. Without further ado, let's get in. So this character, Amazo, of course, if you don't know, is an android-like character created by, I believe it's Professor Ivo, and is made to destroy all heroes like League members that come against him. He's had several additions to himself throughout the years, including a black-bodied form, regular-bodied form, some of them more advanced than the others, and I'm going to be discussing all of them and some of their funniest chain-snatching feats throughout history. First up is when he fights certain League members, they realize, oh shit, even though he's not experienced, he's stolen Superman's powers, and he's stolen Batman's skills, and he proceeds to beat the shit out of characters like Red Tornado and run off on the plug, showing even at an early time he's one of the best chain snatchers you could hope to see. Next hero to unfortunately suffer the chain snatching prowess of Amazo was indeed Elongated Man. Elongated Man's properties and ability to absorb physical damage because of his malleability was what was stolen, and when Hawkgirl pulled up swinging with Nth Metal on Amazo, he was like, stupid bitch, I stole a useful ass power for this situation. And he tanks it and gets her ass, and he was gonna fold her, but fortunately in her case someone intervened. But yeah, he chain snatched Elongated Man smoothly and used his power perfectly. Next, we gotta include it because Batman was gassing him up. So Amazo's obviously built, designed to take on the League, and he deserves to be respected as such, which great intellects like Batman definitely do. In fact, I think it was Superman he was talking to. He was like, yo, Amazo fought a cheetah, right? But take this, right? Like, cheetah damaged him, but she had to have literally taken power from every big hitter in the League to even step to Amazo. So I was like, damn, the fact that he's gassing up Amazo like this casually, pretty impressive for the boy. So yeah, definitely a Goon feat if you got that boy Batman gassing you up to the rest of the people. This chain snatch moment has to do with Parasite and Atom. You see, Amazo gets into a brawl with several members of the League. This included the likes of, I believe, Red Tornado and a Lantern. And as they're scrapping with Amazo, he's swinging back and Lantern suddenly senses his power and energy being drained. And that's when we see Tornado go, yo, he's stolen like powers from multiple people. This has got to be Parasite. Basically, Amazo, when they're trying to jump his ass, he's like, yo, analyze, tell me which chain I snatched to use right now, like instantly. And he used Parasite to drain them, fight back, and then he used Adam to shrink and run off on the plug. It was a beautiful textbook run off on the plug and chain snatch moment from Amazo, so it had to be included. Next, we have a moment which was a bigger flex than most people might think. So Superman's eye beams have done a lot of damage over the years. I mean, they've hurt Darkseid, they've hurt other new gods, they've hurt archetypal beings, they've healed reality, they've faced the Omega beams, all this shit. Superman goes up against Amazo, who's currently being restrained by the lasso, and he blasts away at Amazo just for Amazo to casually headbutt away the beams like they were jokes. This is actually a pretty big Goon moment because not many characters just casually headbutt that away, but Amazo did that while just being pissed off, which is very impressive. Next, this is a very disrespectful chain snatch moment. So while he was getting jumped, because as you know, Amazo's constantly getting jumped, no one wants to fight him fairly, he goes up against a reality warper in the form of the magic user Zatanna. Now Zatanna, when she pulls up on him, of course this is a dangerous character to go against because Zatanna can basically do whatever she wants. Well, that makes for an amazing power for a character like Amazo. So he's like, run that power, bitch. Steals her reality warping capabilities, and then literally makes her shut her dumb mouth by reality warping away her mouth and continuing to brawl with other characters. This was a god tier moment from Amazo, and I had to include it on the list. Next, hit the like button, by the way, if you haven't already. He almost put Superman on a t-shirt. This was bad. So he's going back and forth with Superman. Superman is powerful, but of course, in a 1v1 with Amazo, who's already stolen multiple power sets, Amazo's not really worried about that shit. Amazo and him get the scrapping. He blasts away at Amazo, and his eye beams, his energy beams, were doing crazy damage. In fact, he dropped Superman within a panel to his knees. Superman had to be saved by Wonder Woman, who stepped in to deflect the beams. But yeah, he was getting folded by Amazo in this exchange, and those beams nearly put him on a t-shirt. This next moment's pretty disrespectful. So, in a matchup with Firestorm, who, if you guys don't know, is typically displayed as a character that is two different humans that come together to form the superpowered, energy bending and manipulating character known as Firestorm. Well, this shit went south when Firestorm ran into Amazo. Amazo, using powers including the Green Lantern power set, was able to casually unmake the likes of Firestorm and absolutely one-shot the character, leading, I think it was Hawkgirl, to having to save the two fused characters at the time. This moment is again another time he's gassed up, but thankfully this particular moment comes after he's put in work. You know, it's not like just empty gas, and it comes from one of the more clouded characters when it comes to fighting. So at one point, Wonder Woman, after seeing all that Amazo's done, all the chains he's snatched, all the people he's beat up, she goes, yo, real shit, me nor Superman are strong enough to actually go one-on-one with Amazo and fold him. Like, he's actually above us. In fact, the difference between us is so bad that even if you combined us, we're not strong enough. And I was like, damn, Amazo at this point, his drip's ridiculous. I mean, Wonder Woman's ready to throw in the fucking towel if you read this without context. But yeah, Wonder Woman definitely gassed him up, and well deserved, because he, of course, fights teams. He doesn't run the 1v1. Next, we have the time that the T-shirt gang failed. So this was the Justice League. It was one of them at least. And they tried to put him on a T-shirt, right? They tried to kill Amazo, blew up his head. His head was gone. Boom. Well, they left his body unattended, right? You don't do that shit. You never let a goon like Amazo get time to come up with a plan, heal, any of that. Well, they did. And they're like, oh shit. Go check on his body, make sure he didn't regenerate his head. When they get to him, they literally see him go, regen complete. Turns around and starts folding them and blowing up their building. It was a catastrophe. That's right. If you want to beef with Amazo, make sure you put him down 100%. Because if you don't, the boy's going to bounce back and run the fade once more. Next, we have a successful 2v1 that Amazo has ran before. Now, if you haven't noticed by now, he really likes the Green Lantern powers. This kind of makes sense because, in theory, Green Lantern's powers are super broken. I mean, it's literally just will as a concept being manipulated and powered, and going with the mind and creativity. And as a droid, he can kind of come up with a whole bunch of wild shit. He uses this power, runs the 2v1 against Steel, who is Superman in a suit, trying to trap hard in the suit, and Flash. Who's the Flash? Flash gets folded once more. But yeah, he runs the 2v1 against them. He's like, I ain't scared of y'all bitches. And pretty easily puts hands on both and was comfortable in the trenches, throwing straight bungalows with both of them. Next, we have the time that, you know, at this point, Amazo's fought multiple people, chain snatched multiple characters. He's folded multiple people. I mean, he's a big deal. They're analyzing him, trying to figure out how to beat him. One of the characters is the Atom. He's the only one at that point that's not, like, completely shook at the prospect of beating the Atom. But this lady's like, look, he's so strong at this point, and what's bullshit is if we keep sending League members at him, he's literally going to chain snatch them. Like, he'll just take their shit and be stronger than them, and he's already stronger than them. So that's the problem. And Adam's like, yo, relax. Like, you know, this is what I do. Like, I get paid the big bucks to figure shit like this out. But they're like, nah, we need to be scared of this bitch because he's absolutely broken and he chain snatches everybody. So yeah, they literally had to, like, consider giving up on just sending reinforcements in general because he just chain snatches them and gets even stronger, which is hilarious. This next one is a 1v1 that was super disrespectful. So, when you think of Super League characters, let me know in the live chat what you think of them. First thing that comes to mind in terms of, like, what they do in their powers, right? I'll give you an example. Flash, speed. Right? You should instantly think of speed. Green Lantern, the Lantern Ring, right? Martian Manhunter, telepathy. That's what I think of, at least, for the first thing I think of him. With that in mind, Amazo ran up on Martian Manhunter, was like, oh, you want to run the 1v1? We can do that. Pulls up on Manhunter and absolutely folds. Manhunter in the one-on-one telepathic battle, I mean, was melting him in the battle, and it was almost instant too, I think, on the first panel. So him running up and challenging Manhunter at what he's best at is absolutely nuts. But of course, Amazo did that shit because he doesn't give a damn. Now, finally, last moment, make sure to run the likes up. Hit the like button, subscribe, and all that if you haven't already. As well as go check out my second channel, The Coffee Shop, which I'll be posting on very soon. We see Amazo's chain snatching abilities get the final hype up. So they're talking about Amazo. They're like, yo, this dude chain snatches everybody. I mean, his efficiency is ridiculous. He even steals, like, skill. So how is this so crazy? And they're like, yo, Professor Ivo literally built Amazo to steal shit on a conceptual level. That's right. His chain snatching ability, his ability to run your shit and use it, is on a literal conceptual level, which is absolutely crazy. But again, you want to be the best at what you do, you got to step up big time, and that's what he does. He wants to be the best chain snatcher, and Amazo has a case for it. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you are a fan of Amazo and videos like this, make sure to hit the like, subscribe, all that. Comment down below what you want to see next. I got Deadpool, Black Panther, as well as their beef will be a video too. A lot of fun stuff coming this week. I hope you guys enjoy, as well as a bunch of battles going up on the coffee shop this week, including a lot of comic battles like Upside Down Man and Chaos King. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. It's been your boy Jobber and Goon, and I will see y'all later. Peace. Alright, before we start this video, make sure to hit the like button. As a YouTuber growing, sometimes you hit like hills and stuff, and right now I've hit one of those hills. My channel's kind of stopped growing, so you hit the like button, you help the boy out. That would be appreciated. Let's try to get to like 400 or 500 likes for part 2. And I think one of the best characters to bring in to the Goon series right now to help my channel resurge is the boy Black Adam, because Black Adam's energy in comics is top tier. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, he's a tier 4 Goon. Just because, like, Black Adam doesn't run from shit. Black Adam is going to fade anything. That's most evidenced in Justice League 75 recently. A lot of people say, you know, like, oh, they're just doing that because the movie is coming out, where I can see why you would say that. But at the same time, Black Adam's always had that energy. Like, he's just that guy. So this video today, I'm going to be going over some of my favorite Goon moments from Black Adam, where he's basically the hood rat Shazam. I hope you guys enjoy, and without further ado, let's begin. So, one of my favorite Black Adam Goon moments is actually like his presence in Sinestro's New 52 run. So if you don't know, Sinestro at that point in New 52, he already had Parallax. He controlled it like a pet. He literally overpowered it. Sinestro is a beast. And he's beefing with high tier characters like Life Equation, Highfather, right? He's that OD, and basically everyone's his op. However, Sinestro has one homeboy in that run, and it's Black Adam. Because he even admits, like, when he pulls up on Black Adam's like, yo, I see you're like a god now. And Sinestro's like, facts, you're a god too. I was like, oh my god, the two G's align. That shit was too raw, but yeah. So they meet, they're boys. Like, they respect the fact that both will fade anyone for their respect. It's just automatic, like, an agreement of sorts. And there is this threat to the creation, essentially, at that point, in the form of the Paling. The Paling was so OD, right? And power, like, the Paling beating something. By the way, let me know if you want to see them battle on, like, the coffee shop or something, because the Paling are crazy. And shout out to my boy Lumos in Coffee Shop. Maybe he'll cover it too. He's a lantern guy. But the Paling are OD, right? Like, they pulled up on Earth and soloed it. This includes Wonder Woman, Superman, all that. There's nothing they could do. But getting back to this, because they have, like, the power. I forgot. It's some weird emotional hack. And the reason this is crazy is Sinestro's looking at them. Keep in mind, this Sinestro is not looking forward to beefing with the Paling because they're OD. And he's already, like, experienced the power of the Life Equation from Highfather and was fine. So it's like, oh shit. But anyways, getting back to this, my boy Sinestro's like, yo, what do you think we should do here, Black Adam? Black Adam's over there like, yo, my boy, relax, because I've actually faded these bitches before. And I was like, that's insane. Just knowing how crazy, I mean, like, I know they're jobbers. Before you get on me, I know they're jobbers, but the Guardians of the Universe have lost lives to the Paling, basically. So, like, even they know, like, if the Paling run up, that's fucked. And Black Adam had beefed with them before, like, back in the day. That's insane. So then we see later in that run that, like, Black Adam is back to beefing with them anyway. He doesn't give a shit. Remember, Earth had basically been soloed by the Paling. He's still brawling. And he gets a yellow lantern ring and once again starts ripping through the Paling. It was bad. I'm talking about he was Ares versus Sentry type deals with the Paling at that point and just started handing out L's left and right. And overall, his like swag in that Sinestro crossover was insane. And the fact that he was bullying the Paling at one point and that he got to fade them again is insane. Not many people could say they beat the Paling twice. That's wild. And by the way, before we get into this next part, if you want to purchase a video for either this channel or Coffee Shop, I cut prices in half. It's now 25, so definitely hit me up on Discord if interested in that. And if you want to just hang out with us, jump on the Discord. It's free to join the server, and I hang out there every day. And it's definitely a load of fun. We talk about Star Wars, Harry Potter, Naruto, comics, everything. Everything gets talked about. Super fun, so definitely do that. But aside from my shameless plug, let's get back to the moments, right? Next run I want to talk about is his beef and like his fights with the original Lord of Chaos. I think it was Xanadoth. Now, the reason this is insane is that the both Lords of Order and Chaos came together. Remember, these are like archetypal oppositions to each other, right? But they had to come together and be like, oh shit, because Xanadoth was returning. And even they knew they couldn't really rock with him, right? So that's insane to start off with just in terms of contextual power. He's supposed to be the original Lord of Chaos that like predates everything, right? So he pulls up and catches, like, I wouldn't say by surprise, but Black Adam has to fight him, right? But of course, Black Adam isn't running from shit. But unfortunately, in the first encounter, Xanadoth was a little too much, right? Like, he pulls up and he's talking crazy. He's like, so anyways, y'all think you're tough. He, like, steps on Black Adam, too, right? Slams him, steps on him, all that shit. It looks bad for the kid. You're like, oh, shit, did Black Adam just get done in? Of course not. He's the GOAT. So, later, Xanadoth is, like, talking to Dr. Fate, and Dr. Fate's like, look, you might not want to come around this time and all this shit. And I don't know if this happened before the next fight with him and Black Adam, but this was just still a funny exchange that references Black Adam. And the dude's like, yo, y'all have fought me before, and you know how, like, that shit goes. But he's like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I can kind of sense you're rocking with a different type of crew. He's like, I might be running through the ranks, but at the same time, I felt a different kind of vibe from them. So he's like, maybe y'all will be a comeback team. I don't know. And Dr. Fate's like, yeah, bitch, I'm rolling with some deep ones now. And then all of a sudden, you see Xanadoth get cracked, right? Like, he gets his shit rocked street beef style. And when this happens, Xanadoth gets up. He's like, what the fuck? And he sees Black Adam. And this time, Black Adam stepping with the sauce. He's got, I think it was his spear. He's got his fucking shield. He's lit up. He's got all gold everything. Like, the drip's immaculate. 100 out of 10. W's in the chat and the comment section for Black Adam's drip in this moment. It was insane. So he pulls up and he looks at Xanadoth. Remember how crazy Xanadoth is. And he goes, yo, I don't like when people touch me, bitch. And is like, run my fade, and rocks his shit. And he's like, yo, you had a hell of a run. Like, you were the man back in your time as the original Lord of Chaos. I respect the numbers you put up, but at the same time, you can catch these hands. And he absolutely runs up on Xanadoth, and it's crazy how he took the lead against the original Lord of Chaos. Everybody else was his support at that point, because Black Adam's the one running the fade. That's an insane Goon moment, top tier, like 4 stars in my opinion. What do y'all think? Do y'all think he's tier 4 by this point? If you're not sold by this point, smash the like button, because I'm about to drop a final arc to kind of convince you in this part 1 that he's the Hood Rat Shazam, right? So Black Adam, in one of probably the craziest runs recently, the round out of Justice League 2018, he's had several beefs, right? These beefs are with an army of the great evil darkness. That is literally like the OG sinister power in creation, the one that, you know, opposes the presence. That's insane. And this great darkness is raising an army to invade creation, wipe out everything. Basically, this is the end all. This will lead into the Dark Crisis, which should easily be the craziest event we've seen in DC. Hopefully, it has great writing. Like, chat, let's put up the prayer hands for great writing, because we really want to see great writing in Dark Crisis. But anyways, getting back to this crazy shit, right? So, this thing is like presence level, or arguably around that level. And they know he's coming with an army. And Black Adam's like, yo, y'all relax. We've beaten this shit before. I'll swing on that bitch again. And they're like, bro, first of all, you're acting like this is an easy fight. Like, hell no, we're probably going to get our asses kicked. And they do. But he was like, yo, you can't just talk crazy like that, Black Adam. And Black Adam's like, bro, I don't give a shit. If he's lost before, he can lose again. And I was like, oh my God, like, his energy is crazy. A lot of people say this run is just gassing up Black Adam because the movie's coming out. But I just think Black Adam's always had that attitude. So eventually, there's got to be brawls, right? Like, this is a lead up to beefing, and at one point, like, everybody in the league has to brawl with a member of the Dark Army. This Dark Army includes the likes of Darkseid, Doomsday, Empty Hand, Necron, Naran, Eclipso. It's deep as shit. Like, Pariah as well. It's like, it's a deep ass army. And we see in one of the panels, Black Adam is literally throwing bungalows at Empty Hand. The same character that for a long time people thought was the strongest in DC. Like, that's insanity. And he's just in the trenches with them. I'm sorry, like, I don't think I'll ever get over seeing Black Adam just comfortably throwing hands with Empty Hand in a panel. That's insane. But anyways, later on we see in perhaps one of the craziest comics in recent memory, Justice League 75, that the League has to make a final stand against the army, right? This is the final army. Pariah pulls up. He's decked out as shit. He's got the boys with him. They all have chains of the great evil darkness on them. It's insanity, right? They all start fighting. Green Arrow gets ripped apart and like just beat up by Doomsday because he shoots arrows and shit. I don't know why the fuck he was involved in the fight. That was funny as hell. He deserved to die. I don't care what you say. All 4 Arrow fans just got mad at me, but I don't care. Return into this. We see that boy Black Adam at one point runs into Darkseid, and he says, yo, Darkseid, you're an embarrassment. And he's like, let's make this the old gods versus the new gods, bitch. And he fires a blast at Darkseid so strong that it temporarily destroys the chains of the great evil darkness. That's crazy. This is the great evil darkness that, like, everybody was afraid to beef with back in the day. And Presence had to send his own hand down to, like, shake hands with it and come to an agreement. That same power. Black Adam broke the fucking chains. And Darkseid for a moment was freed of the control and was like, yo, Black Adam, this shit's way deeper than you think, all that. And then the chains take back over, and he hits Black Adam with the Omega memes, right? Black Adam tanks this shit, eats it like a fucking Tuesday, right? And we see at this point all the heroes get eviscerated by Pariah. Like, they try to run up on him, and he blasts them away. He's like, get the fuck out of here. It's like Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, all them, right? Black Adam's the last one left. He runs up on Pariah, starts punching him in his shit, right? He's like, fuck you, I'm not going down like this. And then Pariah starts blasting him, and it's not killing Black Adam. Like, Black Adam's resisting. And then Black Adam yells, Shazam. Teleports from there, which is like outside of the multiverse, I'm pretty sure, and ends up back on Earth and is like, yo, everybody died. The darkness is coming. We got to get ready. And that signaled the beginning of Dark Crisis, which drops in a couple months. But yeah, that string of Goon moments from Black Adam is almost unmatched in energy. It was insanity to read. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about Black Adam. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button. If you want to purchase a video, hit me up on Discord. And if you want to join the Discord just to hang out, do that as well. I'd love to see you. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for the love and support. We're almost at 17K. It's been your boy, Jobbers and Goons, and I'll see y'all later. Peace. Alright guys, I'm not gonna lie, straight up excited to do this one. Why? Because Deathstroke's a fascinating character. Like, when I grew up, I thought Deathstroke was a badass. Like, the way he was constantly bullying the Teen Titans when I would watch the show, his whole appearance, his skill set, he just seemed like a more ratchet Batman. I loved it. And throughout the years, I've had a mixed relationship as a content creator with making Deathstroke content. Some people rank him really high, some people rank him really low, and it kind of makes a confusing meta you have to work with. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter for this video, because today's video is a celebration of how badass Deathstroke is. This is his Goon Moments video. If you love content like this, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any content. If you've been getting just bodied by the notification system and you're not seeing my videos, you could also join my Discord server, which is free to join. And I ping everybody every time a video drops on either my channel or my second channel, The Coffee Shop. And if you want to see your favorite character on either channel, I half the prices on videos. So go ahead and hit me up on Discord to talk purchasing. I'd love to do so. And overall, just thank you for the support. Shout out to the Legion of Goons, all my fans. And without further ado, let's get into this Deathstroke being the coolest assassin video. I hope you guys enjoy. Without further ado, let's begin. Part 2 will be determined by the likes. So if you get the 400 likes, we'll drop part 2. Or you can go ahead and purchase it. It's up to y'all. But anyways, first moment is his rebirth. Like, we're gonna get into rebirth because he does have a bunch of moments, but I kind of want to get you guys started somewhere fun. And in my opinion, that's rebirth. So Deathstroke was thinking back on his life, right? And he was like, yo, when I look at it step by step, I'm the GOAT. And he was like, when I was in the military, all his life he had prepared. He had actually, like, grown up, in my opinion, pretty realistic. Like, he's a little more realistic than even Captain America to me. Just because he kind of grinded towards being that military life all his life. For example, he was like fencing in high school, and eventually he became a GOAT in the military, got experimented on, and would go on to become the GOAT mercenary. And he thinks back on it, he's like, I did a lot of shit, I body bagged a lot of people, I betrayed people I loved the most, but I was chasing the bag. So immediately you start out with no regrets vibe Deathstroke, which was just amazing because, like I said, I always thought he was cool, and clearly he is, even starting off right away in Rebirth. Next is a vibe check delivered by Deathstroke. Here's the thing with Deathstroke, right? If you try to convince him you have a certain power or you're capable of something in particular, he's gonna test that shit. He's gonna pull up on you and be like, yo, I heard you said you could do this and that. Let's get the smoke. Let's get the poppin'. And this occurred with another villain. So he's obviously, Deathstroke's not taking shit from anyone. And he hears this villain in particular can control time. Of course, Deathstroke saw through the bullshit, saw what he was trying to do, saw who he thought he was, figured out how to take him down, planted bombs on him, and put that boy in a blender. That's right. Don't fake the funk on Deathstroke. If you're not really built like that, he's gonna figure you out and take you out. And that's exactly what happened here. Next is another major flex by Deathstroke. As you can tell by now, he's the king of the flex. This occurred at politics, right? We find out that Deathstroke does not play about the politics. So he gets into it with the congressman, right? This congressman's talking shit. he forgets who he's talking to. Deathstroke's like, look, bitch, I need you to understand something. And he was like, I am so good at my job. I've been putting in work for so long that there is literally not a politician in America I can't put my hands on. And just to prove his point, starts putting hands on the congressman. He's like, bro, I need you to understand before you talk crazy to me that anybody can get touched if I want to. If I have prep time too, you're definitely getting put in a body bag, dummy. Yeah, big L for Congress thinking they scaled to Deathstroke, but he let it be known real quick that he can bag anyone. Next, we got to talk about him running down on someone for the merch. That's right, this is his beef with Dr. Icon. So, Dr. Icon is very important, and some of you, if you even know a little bit about Deathstroke, might kind of recognize the name. He's a dude that is Steph Curry with the suit building. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, the suits he makes are OD. Very strong, some of the best on the market. And he runs into Deathstroke and starts swapping hands with him. And keep in mind, Dr. Icon's talking greasy because he's like, yo, I clearly have the better suit. And Deathstroke's like, yo, you might have the better suit, you might have the better merch, but are you built different? And of course, he styles on Dr. Icon, despite being at a suit disadvantage. And of course, famously, Deathstroke rocks Icon merch after, and has rocked it. And it's just funny that he vibe checked someone that literally gave him his merch later. Next, we gotta talk about the time that Deathstroke forgot to close the back door and survived anyway. If y'all don't know, Deathstroke once got snaked by the ones he loved the most. Alright, so I'm not gonna lie to you, he deserved it. Like, he's a horrible person, but he was at one point trying to clutch a W, clutch the bag on a mission, right? His son was involved. In short, son's taken prisoner, shit goes wrong. And instead of like prioritizing saving his son, he prioritized the W. Son ended up messed up because of it, like traumatized. Like, it was horrible. And so one day, his wife put the gun to the back of his head and is like, yo, you're a terrible person. Deathstroke's like, I'm not going to hold you. I don't really have a counter argument. I'm a super gremlin. And as a result, she pulls the trigger. That's right. Shoots him in the back of the head. Most would die, but of course, Deathstroke didn't because he's a savage. And he comes back from that with the infamous eye patch. Now, this next moment, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's nothing special in terms of like its value to the story, but it's just another classic moment of Deathstroke being a badass, right? So he gets ran down on by literal waves of enemies, Call of Duty style, right? And they have RPGs. They start firing on him. He gets rocked by RPGs. Completely thrown out of the picture, and they're talking shit. They're like, yo, we got the drop on Deathstroke. Bopped him with RPGs. He immediately pops back out with the Glock and is like, yo, listen, I know you guys think you're sweet because you got the numbers and you hit me with RPGs, but I'm about to beat the shit out of y'all. And literally just starts opening fire on all his ops, taking care of the wave, and making sure they knew right away they didn't scale to the boy, even if they got the drop on him. Now, this next moment, I'm not gonna lie to you, my boy Deathstroke is definitely risking cancellation from PETA, but he's gonna risk it for the bag because that's what he does. So, Deathstroke gets into a brawl with basically fake Deathstroke. Fake Deathstroke brings a bunch of lions that immediately jump Deathstroke. So Deathstroke's fighting them, and he's looking around, he's like, yo, I know you know my scaling, like, I know you know what I've accomplished. Did you really think lions would help you beat me? And he's like casually wrestling with these lions, and then eventually you see one of them definitely dropped in the background, but he flies off on those hoes, but he was casually mauling these lions. And it was just funny to see how like non-threatening lions were to him, and how he was almost like offended that the dude thought, or like anyone thought, lions could press him. Next, we have Deathstroke pulling the moves, pulling the crossovers on Superman. I'm absolutely here for it because, as you guys know, if I have a chance to hate on Superman, I just might. But anyways, getting into this, Deathstroke gets pulled up on Superman. Superman's like, yo, Deathstroke, everybody knows you've been up to some crazy shit as of late. I'm gonna need you to pipe down and come with me. And Deathstroke's like, yo, I know you're the big dog where you hang out, but you don't talk to me like that. And he's like, I ain't gotta listen to you. I ain't gotta do what you say. I don't have to care what you say. And he was like, how about you get it up out of here before I flex the new upgrades? Of course, this doesn't sit well with Superman. They begin to scrap. The problem with Superman, the boy Deathstroke has new threads. The suit actually absorbed what Superman was throwing at him and hit him back with it, right? So Superman gets dropped. I'm talking about actually got hurt by the move. And he's like, yo, you think you can like get away with that? And Deathstroke was like, yeah, bitch. And yeah, they continued brawling longer after that, but still, the fact that like he withstood an initial brawl from Superman and dropped him with the suit while talking shit was god tier and an amazing moment. Now, before we get into the final moment, make sure to smash that like button. This is when Deathstroke proved, like, even if you tried to take away a major vantage from him, it doesn't matter. So, at one point, he goes blind for a stretch, right? Like, the boy is completely blind. So, he's balling out here without vision. And this group of thugs slash assassins pull up on him. That man, Deathstroke, regardless of eyesight, literally mauled them, put them all on t-shirts and was like, yo, just because I'm blind doesn't mean I won't beat the shit out of you casuals. And he's like, next time you pull up, make sure you bring someone that's like actually worth my time. And yeah, they got absolutely t-shirted. And of course, the boy Deathstroke starts rolling around with an attack dog while he's blind, which is amazing. But if you guys want to see that and other crazy Deathstroke moments, make sure to smash the like button, and we will see part 2. Again, hit me up on Discord if you want to purchase any videos for this channel or the coffee shop, and keep a lookout for the coffee shop. I posted a couple videos yesterday, and I'm going to be posting a massive project over there on Marvel Cosmology today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's been your boy Jobbers and Goons, and I'll see y'all later.